Friday morning out here at SM Cebu. Is regular guy 12 years old? I mean, the guy literally, you've got a 48-year-old man, you know, that acts like he's 12 years old. I mean, he's never had a real job. He's never paid payroll taxes. You know, he complains about Canada, about, you know, how the government operates, and, you know, how they strip everybody of their rights and their rights and their taxes and their money. But yeah, we got a 48-year-old man that acts like he's 12 years old, who's never held a job, who probably didn't even have a driver's license. And this guy is running around the Philippines, you know, trying to bang every girl that is walking around. I mean, he's just a crazed lunatic, you know, predator running around. Now, why do you think that he's only 12 years old? Did you listen to his live stream when he's talking about all these girls that he's talking to? You know, this April, and there's another April, and he's always trying to work. He even contacted my ex-girlfriend, you know, that's now coming back here on Sunday night. This guy, regular guy, you know, he's 12 years old, and he's running around, you know. I mean, who in their right mind, you know, would be sitting there talking to all these girls nonstop, you know, trying to have these conversations, and then he's like playing games like, you know, I really want to settle down, I want a girlfriend, and I want a wife. And, you know, I mean, as soon as he finds a girlfriend, as soon as he finds somebody that's serious, the first thing this girl's going to be asking is, why on earth are you texting all these girls? Okay, why do you have all these contacts in your phone? And why do you need to be involved in any of these girls' life? I mean, think about all of the young, innocent girls. I mean, a lot of these Filipinas have the mentality like they're, you know, 10, 12, 14 years old, just like regular guy, because he's 12 years old. They sit there, you know, all these girls, innocent girls, sitting there in their barangay, in their hut, you know, living with the family and everything. And then they're just sitting there, you know, and then on their phone is some 48-year-old predator creep, regular guy, the 12-year-old in a 48-year-old man's body, sitting there chatting with them nonstop. He says he's busy. Regular guy's busy all the time, chatting with young, innocent girls on his phone that he has absolutely no chance of ever landing. I mean, do you think any of these Filipinas in 2026, with all the opportunities they have, they could literally, Filipino now can go to employment agency in Mindanao, pay $300, go to Canada and work at McDonald's for a year, come out of that McDonald's after the 1-year employment contract, where they take some of their money from their earnings, give it to the employer, McDonald's, whoever owns that McDonald's, and then they give it to the recruitment agency. And then that girl, after 1 year, can get out, get a job, you know, get a rack on her, and then make $200,000-$300,000 a year, live in her own condo penthouse in a major Canadian city. And of course, once those girls get into Canada, and once they get out of that McDonald's, they shut down. Okay, they're never going to get a guy. They're never going to pick a guy unless he's he's completely, you know, worth, you know, $50 million or more. Okay, look at that guy that's down in Mindanao and Davao now. I can't remember his channel now. He's he's like 30 years old, and he's in a Muay Thai or whatever, and he goes down, you know, he was a beta cuck, and then, you know, he worked in a call center in Canada. He couldn't get laid. Then he moved here like 30 years old. Now he's some tough guy, you know, down in Davao, and, you know, he's a tough guy, and he's running around with girls, you know, with 40, 50 tattoos, but he calls that a success. You know, the quality is declining. The girls that you can get, the availability of girls is declining. You know, there's more and more dudes here each and every day, young dudes that are begging for any type of success on social media. And then you got this regular guy, a 12-year-old, trapped in a 48-year-old man's body. Regular guy, it's time for you to Go home, bro. You're deported.